Welcome to the Geek Homeworld podcast. I'm your host, Ed, aka the Savage Tech Man. We talk film, TV, and tech, all from a geek perspective. You can find us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and you can subscribe and follow on YouTube at Geek Homeworld. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Be a part of the Geek Homeworld. Hello, everyone, and welcome as we're doing a film review of Gladiator II, a very anticipated film from expert director Ridley Scott. Obviously, the original from 2000 is a masterpiece, and with Russell Crowe in the lead, one of the great films. And so let me give you an overview. The question everyone's here. First off, a few things. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're at youtube.com/at Geek Homeworld 4248. That's youtube.com/at Geek Homeworld 4248. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for new content, especially content like this. We got a lot of great things coming. Some new additions to the studio. If you're watching this, we've got a little bit of lighting I'm playing with here, so that's kind of fun, and some seasonal stuff we have up in the background. So recording this November 20th, a Wednesday, and our big surprise was when we went to the theater for the Regal Monday mystery movie. The crowd started cheering when we realized it's Gladiator 2. So we have tickets for this Saturday. We're going back again, and so everybody was cheering about that. That was great. And then the other thing I want to tell you, this is a spoiler-filled review. It's not going to be long, but it's spoiler-filled review. So, is it worth seeing? Yes, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's not as good as the original. Some of the CGI and the battles, which the battles are awesome, but the CGI in the film, these battles don't feel as authentic. There's even one where they flood the Colosseum and have ships, full-size ships fighting. Great battle, but then you have these CGI sharks. That's, I guess they could have sharks in there. Just seems kind of, I don't know, a little over the top. The beginning battle scenes awesome. So the battle scenes are great. The sound design wonderful in this film. Soundtrack great. Still, it's the sequel to Gladiator. So let's switch a little things here. Let's view this right here. I think I'm viewing it. Okay. Hold on 1 second here. Let's get that up there. Okay. The full cast and crew we've got working here on the film. Obviously directed by Ridley Scott. David Scarpa wrote the screenplay, story by Peter Craig and David Scarpa and David Franzoni. It's based on characters that he created. Connie Nelson is great as playing Lucilia. She is Lucius, played by Paul Mescal. He's essentially Maximus's son from the first film, and so he basically gets captured in that great battle. I think his wife gets killed in that. She's an archer, a standout archer in the beginning part of it, and so he gets captured, and he eventually he's brought back to Rome, where he has to defend his honor and everything as a gladiator and this and that. And you have Pedro Pascal, who's playing Marcus Acacius, and I wasn't so sure about Pedro Pascal in that role, but I actually did enjoy him in the role, and it worked well for me in the overall of it. We have Denzel Washington, who steals every scene that he's in. He is vicious and manipulative in this film to an awesome degree, and so he plays Macrinus. And forgive me if I don't get these names right, or said properly. We have Emperor Geta and Emperor Caracalla, which are brothers, and I would love to see a movie that took place between Gladiator and Gladiator II to see the rise of those dual emperors to the top, and in a very Roman Shakespearean way, um, even Julius Caesar kind of way. They're kind of stabbing each other in the back, but you have the little, not mouse but or serpent like Marcrinus, played by Denzel Washington. He's back there manipulating, pulling the strings, and putting one brother against the other brother, and then all hell just breaks loose. And like I said, these scenes are epic. The battles are epic, even if they're a little CGI'd. I feel like the battles in the first one were more authentic, more um, less CGI. Well, CGI wasn't, it was around, but it wasn't as sophisticated as it is today as what they can do. Um, but one of the standout characters is Matt Lucas. He's the master of ceremonies. He's very fun in this. Ravi, played by Alexander Karim, he's kind of a, what's the character? What would you say he is? He kind of is a friend to Lucius, and he's trying to that's Paul Mescal's character, the main character, and he's there, guiding him along and kind of bouncing ideas. He's kind of like he's in charge of like mending him up from one of the battles and this and that. Now, I'm gonna pop up the trailer here in just a second. So let's do that. Let's start this over. So here's the trailer for Gladiator 2. It's gonna play while we're talking about it. And uh some of the great battles there. Looking at the trailer, there's Denzel. He's so awesome. There's the battle at the beginning there. I'm not going to do this play by play, but there's a lot of interesting um, back and forth. There's the monkeys there. They look like they're mutated, and I was like, "Is this Planet of the Apes? What is this?" And so they looked a little fake, and you know, but he has a great scene where he just goes head to head with one of those animals, and you know does what a gladiator does. Um, so we have um, that scene right there. The lady that he's holding that got shot. That's towards the beginning of the movie where she gets shot. She's an archer defending everybody, and there's the guy that kind of helps him out. Um, and so I can't help but, after being a Star Wars fan, and I think of Star Wars Episode Two, Attack of the Clones, when I think of this gladiator match, and I remember Anakin and Padme in there, and then all the Jedi descend in there, and they're like fighting in this like Coliseum like place, and I just couldn't help to have a little flashback of Episode Two, thinking of that, and I was like, if they had lightsabers, this would be so much easier. But um, there's a lot of tie-ins. You'll probably see in the trailer here. You'll see where Lucius is looking at an armor on the wall, and he sees Maximus's name there, and I think it's scratched out or whatever because they tried to forget him. But this new legacy, as they're calling it in Gladiator II, um, a new legacy of rebellion, according to the trailer. Um, you see he eventually takes on his father's armor, and he wears that for some of the pivotal scenes in the film, and to great effect. The battles are awesome. That's one of the great battles there. And when he decapitates Pedro Pascal's character, it's kind of uh, a little bit much, but it's cool. It's part of the battle. So Gladiator 2 is definitely worth a watch. 8 out of 10. It's in theaters. If you can see it in IMAX, better theater with better sound, go for it. This is one of those films that you don't have to, but it's just better. It's better if you do. I'm a theater guy, so I like being in the theater, watching films, and experiencing them. Like I said, the sound design's awesome in this. The soundtrack gets you going, and you have some of the Gladiator, music thrown in there to mesh things up, and so that's what's happens with all that all in the film. It's a great cast. It's well directed. and not much more I can say about it. But go check out Gladiator 2, and I hope you enjoyed this spoil-filled review of it. Let us know in the comments what you think, what your thoughts on the film was, what could be done better. And I'll answer this question before we go. I've seen a video where it's like talking. Jeffrey Johns was his wonderful review of it. He's like, and I guarantee you're going to hear this everywhere. So I'm going to jump on board and do it and say the same thing. Does it have big shoes to fill? Yes, it has big shoes to fill. Does it fill those shoes? Somewhat. The shoes are a little loose because they don't quite fit, but it's still good. It's still good stuff. So check out Gladiator 2. It opens this weekend. I'm recording this Wednesday, November 20th, after seeing it on the 18th at the Regal Monday Mystery Movie. So thank you, Regal, for that. It's such a good film that I'm going back this Saturday to see it because we have tickets Friday or Saturday. Forget me. It's either tomorrow or Saturday. One of them days we're going to see it. So I think it's Saturday. Anyway, so I'm gonna hopefully notice some things on the second watching that I didn't catch on the first one. So that'll be awesome. Anyway, so please like, share, subscribe if you like this. Please comment um, on this video. What did you like about Gladiator 2? What could be done better? Was it as good as the original? Was it better? My wife watched it. She was not a fan so much of the first one, but she liked this one better. And she was on her social media talking about it. So I'm like, more power to you. But the first one still holds a special place in my heart. It's just so great. And it just came out of nowhere. It felt like such an important film. And then this one is equally as good, but well, not equally, but just a little bit below, but still good, still good. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for checking us out. We are on Facebook at Geek Homeworld, geekhomeworld.libsyn.com. If you like some of the audio podcasting versions of this, it should be there. On Twitter or X, we're at Geek Homeworld. YouTube, it's youtube.com/@geekhomeworld4248. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps the algorithm, all that fun stuff. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up. Appreciate you so much. And I'm just going to take you out here on the outro, which is really the intro, but it's okay. And hey, do you like my setup? Is it cool? Here, I'm going to turn the lights off for a second. Let's just take the lights down. All right. So we're going to take the lights down as we go out. Let me cut some more lights here. Da, 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 da. The darkness falls across the land. Okay, that's a little too dark. Actually that's kind of cool. The glow. Do you like it? So anyway, thank you so much for listening. That's bright. Alrighty, goodbye. Thanks for listening to another exciting episode of the Geek Homeworld podcast with your host Ed, aka the Savage Tech Man. Remember to follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for being a part of the Geek Homeworld.